What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts, as we jump into this one. Brand new from the Glitch Africa crew. Lasmid touches down for a live performance of Friday night. Now, we only reviewed this one a few days ago, so we're revisiting it quite quickly, but I love the fact this tune's gaining so much attention. It's the first tune I've heard from Lasmid, and the fact it's on a Glitch Africa session already says this one is going to be a big deal. So I'm really excited to jump into it. As always, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. We're about to hit 38,000 subscribers, so big up each and every one of you for getting involved in that journey. I'm so thankful to each and every one of you who has become a part of this musical exploration that we are on. And yeah, let's celebrate by watching this one. I'm really excited. Let's get into it. I do like what Glitch Africa do, man.
Ooh, yeah. When you looking at me, please don't stop. I'm a demand that you need ASAP. I'ma give you what you need, full stop. All you haters so me can rap. Stare at me, don't. And I'ma wanna give you full pressure. Every me and make them feel your shine. Everybody wanna be on my side.
You know the mad thing about this, it sounds a lot more skippy on the live version. We're almost actually getting a much more kind of pronounced performance from Lasmid. Whether that's because he's not able to focus as much on the melody in a kind of live scenario, or whether it's just he prefers to go with the much more sort of skippy approach. I don't know, but it sounds really cool. I like the way this is being shot as well, with the different instruments in the different rooms, with the kind of different color screenings going over the back. Looks really, really cool. And as always, man, there's something about the way that the Glitch Africa put together these sort of live versions of these tunes. They always have this almost like stadium feel to them, which is really, really cool.
Hey, sorry, please leave my side, man. Non-stop ringing, all my friends are banging, money calling my phone like I'm banking, king. No be joke, I mean heavy, making everything possibly got my swag on pay. And it's a good day,
love that skip, man.
And don't try, oh, and it's a Friday night, alright. When we drop in this party, people got your eyes on me, stepping at the yard, all you puff, and everybody's watching moving.
So nice, man. Hearing the kind of overdubbing with the choir. It's not even a choir, it's just loads of different versions of him by the sounds of it. But hearing that kind of overdubbed version of the hook in a live setting works really nicely. Again, the sort of live drum element is something that Glitch always does quite well. Sometimes when you're hearing people perform live, the drum sets can sound a little bit overbearing, purely because of how how loud and how kind of rattly cymbals tend to be. With this, however, they're quite controlled. They are quite kind of stripped back, and you can still hear it being primarily pushed by Lasmid's vocal, which sounds really, really good, by the way. I'm loving this this approach. Again, focusing primarily on the kind of skippiness and the clarity of the vocal, which is great to hear.
Got your eyes on me, stepping at the yard, all you for, and it's a Friday night, alright. When we drop in this party, people got your eyes on me, stepping at the yard, oh, like everybody's watching me, looking fresh and pretty, oh, I don't need no person, I don't need no questions, I don't.
You know what? This is going to be one of the big tunes to be released this year. I'm very happy that it's actually getting the press it deserves. I was pushed into reacting to this by you guys who follow the channel, which I wasn't originally aware was going to be a thing. I didn't realise this was going to be as big a tune as it is looking like it's going to be, but you guys seem to be loving it. It's one of the most watched things on the channel over the last week or so. And I can understand why. It's so catchy. That sort of little pattern there. Only a few notes are involved in it, but that kind of tripleted texture, it's very, very catchy, and it does stick in your head once you're listening to it. Really, really cool, man. Again, Glitch pulling out the bag. They've got a really good habit of finding these tunes just before they become, like, not certified, but when they're on the process to becoming certified. I feel having the Glitch session is something that almost like legitimizes that to an extent. We saw it with Finesse earlier this year, and the Feels version of that of Finesse just on Glitch is incredible. This is a really nice live version as well.
So please, ooh, I'm looking fresh. My stacks on deck. I'm a fashionista, got my Casablanca tees. Won't stop praying, and my friends are paying. Money calling my phone like a banking king. No be joke, I mean heavy, making everything possible.
See how stripped back the drums are actually are like.
It's a good day, all night, all day. Don't try, oh.
This is what they do really well, man. The fact they're able to kind of, I suppose, recreate those quite specific elements in a live setting without it sounding almost overbearing. I tend to find when you have like a really live sounding electric guitar, it can sometimes come across as a bit too much, almost a bit plastic a lot of the time, without that sort of studio engineering that you need to get it to sound super, super crisp. And I think this is a great example of how to do it right, because it has that, again, big kind of stadium, quite bravado kind of feel to it, but it doesn't feel overbearing. It just feels like a live rendition. So props to the band and the kind of musical arrangement on this one. Lasmid's killing it, man. I think there's a lot to be said about the coolness of his vocal, the fact he is coming across very confident, very slick with it. It's great to see.
When we drop in this party, people got your eyes on me, stepping at the yard or you fuck, like everybody's watching me, looking fresh and pretty. Oh, it's a Friday night, alright. When we drop in this party, people got your eyes on me, stepping at the yard or you fuck, like everybody's watching me, looking fresh and pretty.
It's been a really controlled vocal performance as well. I think there's, with these sort of live sessions, there's almost the temptation to try and not necessarily show off, but almost go a bit over the top, kind of go a lot further than you would do on the studio recording to give it that live feel. I like the fact that he hasn't done that. There's enough kind of quirkiness and enough kind of character in the arrangement as it is. It doesn't need to be kind of taken into a different direction, because it could start to sound messy, start to sound kind of stuttered and a bit over the top. Yeah, crazy. Really, really loving the arrangement on this one, man. It's great so far. We'll let it run through to the end and then give you our final breakdown. But I've got to say, Lasmid, most definitely one of the names to keep an eye on over the next year or so. My friends are banging and money calling my phone like I'm banking. No be joke, I mean every making. I've heard this tune so many times and it still has that unpredictable factor to it.
All night, all day, and then try. Oh, and it's a Friday night, hooray.
There we go. Glitch Africa doing the business once again. This one, Lasmid, Friday night, the live performance edition. I love the musicality of this one. I think they've done a really good job of, more than anything else, keeping it live, but without kind of taking it somewhere it doesn't need to go. The instrumental on this one is beautifully arranged, and again, the fact they've kind of got those electric guitars jumping in on that triplet, that kind of ding, 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 and you can hear the kind of intensity and the power they're putting into that. Really, really cool. I think it's a great vocal performance from Lasmid as well. I like the fact that he's able to kind of keep that controlled factor, but still able to have that really precise level of enunciation. The clarity in his vocal performance is super, super clean. Maybe a little bit stripped back on the melodic side of things, but again, the actual almost rap approach to an extent comes across really, really well. And it's another very good performance from Lasmid. There we go. One of the biggest tunes of the year, potentially. I definitely think this is one that's going to grow and grow and grow and gain that international attention, which will be great to see. Really excited to see how the journey continues for Lasmid. So there we go. As always, friends, if you have enjoyed this video, let me know what you liked about the actual session itself in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy the performance? Did you enjoy the direction that Lasmid took this in? I'm keen to hear from each and every one of you, so do let me know. Again, thank you for getting us to this very close period, this very close kind of announcement of 38,000 subscribers. I think we're about 30 away. Big up each and every one of you for being a part of the journey. And if you have enjoyed this video and you are new to the channel, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.